guys, it's Sav here. In this video, I'm going to show you guys by popular request how to make a very simple, easy, delicious Thai dessert called sweet sticky rice with mango. Also going to come with a yummy coconut sauce for garnish. And I'm going to admit that this video took a little bit longer to come out because I kind of got stuck watching some Korean dramas. Like seriously, this one I'm watching is really good. You guys have to watch it. It's called Jang Bo Ri, or Here Comes Jang Bo Ri, and it is so funny. I was really skeptical about watching it. The beginning seems kind of too dramatic, too mellow for me. I like kind of more comedy. And anyway, so it picks up and it gets so funny, and when they grow up, the characters are hilarious, and it's really been fun to watch. So watch that if you haven't watched it already. Anyways, I guess let's proceed with the recipe. So let's go fighting. So what you're going to need is some sweet sticky rice, 1 cup that has been soaked in water for about at least 1 hour, they say, but I like to leave it in for at least a couple of hours. This has been sitting for about 3 hours for me. You're also going to need some salt, some sugar, some coconut milk. I have here a total of 2 cups of coconut milk. You're not going to use it all for the recipe. I just like a lot of sauce. These are cleaned and split mung beans. These are totally optional. This is just for garnish. I'm going to dry roast these on medium low. For texture, I like a little bit of crunch in there, so you don't have to use it if you don't have it. You can even use roasted sesame seeds if you have that instead. And obviously you're going to need some mango. This is my second choice. The mangoes that I prefer, they're much smaller than this, about half the size, and they're a lot more slender and sleek. They are fully yellow all the way around, and they are very delicious and always come ripened. You can find those ones usually at Asian markets. You may or may not see my kids walking around. I used to stick them up inside their rooms and have them watch TV for 2 hours, but you know, I felt like that just wasn't okay. So during the summertime, they're just gonna roam freely, and don't let that bother you. I'm going to call these episodes where my kids are in it Sav in real life. What do you guys think? So, alright, let's get started. So I've taken my drained rice, placed it on top of a piece of cheesecloth. My heat's at about a medium high, and I'm going to cover this up all nice and snug. You also want to make sure that you place your cheesecloth in the middle of your steamer. See all the holes down there? You want to make sure all the steam gets into those holes and steams your rice nice and evenly. I'm going to put the lid on and check on this in about 20-25 minutes, depending on what kind of steamer you're using. If you're using the bamboo steamer, then you probably need to cook it halfway through. Flip your rice over to make sure that the other side cooks evenly. While my rice is cooking, I am dry roasting my mung beans. These were soaking for about a couple of hours as well, along with my glutinous rice that I was soaking. So I am dry roasting these on medium heat, and when these are done, just set them aside. About 5 minutes before my rice finishes up, I start working on the coconut sauce. I have here 2 cups of coconut milk. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I didn't show you, but I put that in there. So I'm going to cook this on medium-high-ish, just until it comes almost to a rolling boil, and then you want to turn it off and just wait for your rice to finish. And make sure you don't walk away from this, because this stuff can quickly boil over. And you can give it a little taste check, but the sauce needs to be slightly sweet and slightly salty. Once it soaks into the rice, it actually loses some of its sweetness, and it should give a good balance of saltiness as well. Now let's check on the rice. I'm going to open up my cheesecloth to make sure the rice is the perfect texture. It should be slightly soft and slightly chewy. This looks good to me, so now we are ready for the next step. Next, you place your hot rice into a bowl. Then you want to pour your coconut milk into your rice. You're not going to use all this, probably anywhere from half a cup to 2/3 of a cup. See how it looks like the rice is swimming in the liquid, and that's what you want. Don't worry, because the rice will soak up all that liquid. So I would say about 2/3 of a cup. Give this all a nice big stir and just let it soak for about 30 minutes to an hour. Place a piece of saran wrap over your bowl, and the most important thing here is to make sure to not disturb it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone for the next 30 minutes or so. And now your rice is done. This is what it's going to look like. The coconut milk has soaked into the rice, and now it's just time to plate. Alright guys, now it's time to finally taste. So let's throw away this flour here. This is just for decoration purposes. Do not attempt to eat this flour because it is plastic. I actually have a story about that. I know someone who ate this flour once, was told it was an edible flour. Turns out it was not. But yeah, that's for another day. So can't wait to dig in. Probably one of the easiest desserts you can ever make. And it's so filling. This is enough for literally 2 people. So the recipe that I showed you guys today is technically enough for about 4 people if you're really starving and you love it. My husband can actually eat this all by himself, but it's kind of filling for me, so I would say 2 servings per plating. So I'm gonna give it a try. This is so good. Wow. This is like slap your baby daddy good. That's how good it is. You know, just in case it's not good, I'm gonna try it again. Your coconut sauce should taste slightly sweet, slightly salty. It gives it the perfect overall balance. And that soft mango, it's so ripe and just perfect. I think I should try another bite to make sure it's really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.